count them, 3 promo segments with the women, absolutely no women's matches, and a lumberjack match with no goddamn finish. I could just picture Vince McMahon backstage. Ha ha ha, I'm a genius. I hooked you, damn it. I'm John Rectum with my review WWE Smackdown from Albany, New York. And I remember the days when Vince McMahon would at least try with his programming, but nope, he's not trying anymore. After WrestleMania had some really good stuff, some stuff that was really bad, and some stuff that was indifferent, it's right back to the status quo. Raw has not been the worst show, but it still had some issues. And then WWE NXT 2.0 has its own cartoonish bullshit. So does Raw. And SmackDown has a lot of cartoonish bullshit. Fox paid over $1 billion over 5 years for this stuff. $250 million, $300 million a year, whatever the fuck it is. And the deal expires in October of 2024. They're on the hook for about 2.5 more years of this. And the ratings are in the tanker. Just, God, I know that viewing habits have changed. But God damn it. This show is abysmal. They didn't even try here. It's like the talents were just walking through the stuff. This is one of the most boring episodes of SmackDown they've done in a while. And even some of the standout stuff, you're like, okay, I don't really know why I care because it's just all recycled stuff. Yes, they had to release some people. You have to cycle through talent. But they released so many goddamn people. Now they're just repeating, rehashing, and doing whatever just to get to WrestleMania Backlash. And WrestleMania Backlash, of course, is going to fix everything. Like, fuck it will. And then we're going to get to, Hell in a Cell on Sunday, June 8th. Oh, no. Hell on Sunday. Trust me, I've been to some churches. They're all hell. Anyway, and a lot of the charlatans there will burn in hell. Moving on from that, since I'm going to get off my high horse, because I'm pretty damn certain that 1, a horse should not be smoking, and also 2, people are going to be circling the goddamn wagons and getting upset at me. And then we have Money in the Bank, I think in early July, and then SummerSlam at the end of July. And then we have nothing else in August, which is going to be kind of weird. And then we have the UK pay-per-view. The whole point is, WWE really has to try hard here. Just try. Just goddamn try with this. This is network television. They aren't even trying. Adam Pearce introduces Charlotte, who is dressed like she skinned a bunch of hefty bags and spread them out all over her goddamn body. And then Smash cut the recaps of Charlotte's accolades. Charlotte and Rousey contract signing. Drew Gulak had to bring the contract back because now he's auditioning to be Pearce's assistant. Tries to do a PowerPoint, and Charlotte cuts him down. Just release Drew. Just release Drew and let him go somewhere. Why are you treating somebody that... I'm not saying Drew's going to be a world champion. He probably won't even be a mid-card champion. But you're just bringing people out here to humiliate them. This isn't funny. What'd Drew ever do? And I quit on this I Quit match. I don't care if Rousey wins. I don't care if Charlotte wins. Neither of them are putting in good promos. It's terrible stuff. It's like 2 high school bullies trying to argue. And of course, if any kind of, gun issues happened at that high school, Ronda would immediately deny that any of that shit happened. She would also refuse to pay trans and a whole bunch of other stuff. And no, I'm not going to stop saying that because Ronda Rousey's an idiot. And then, oh, look, a kendo stick. That's fucking new. And then Ronda snaps Drew's arm. Just that's an act of burial for no reason. What did Drew do? And then Xavier took on Butcher Dune. I refuse to care. I mean, they both are fine wrestlers. Xavier's very good. And Dunn's very good. He's fucking wasted in this goddamn gimmick. It's fucking terrible. Roll up for 3. Cool. Two victories for Xavier. I have no problem with Xavier getting a victory, but you just brought Peter Dune up here to recast him as a UK newsie and have him lose. Oh, but he's like Scrappy Doo. Let me at him. I'll splat him. Hey, Spike. Hey, Spike. Hey, Spike. This isn't good. This is not good at all. Why is Aaliyah recapping what happened to Ricochet when we could just do a video package? Nothing against Aaliyah. Why are Shanky and Jinder on my television? Why are they getting another Intercontinental Championship shot? Why are we watching the villains from Inglourious Bastards as Brad Pitt want their scalps? Wait, we're already moving on to or the Das Gunther kid. That's what I'm going to start calling him because he's going to be doing the dance pretty soon. The weird Alex Wright dance and everything. He's going to be doing that and I can't do it at all. And Ludwig Kaiser was the glorious the Kaiser. This is not going to work. Walter is very good. This ain't going to work. They're still chanting Walter. And pretty soon, they're not going to be chanting anything. And he's going to be jobbing on Main Event and on SmackDown right after SummerSlam. And it's a shame. I don't want to be right, but I have no faith in what they're going to do for SmackDown. Walter won, by the way, against a guy named Teddy Goods. Nothing against the guy. He beat him. RK Bro, 20 years of Orton. Riddle tells Drew, hey, there'll be Lumberjacks in his match. And Drew says, well, we've had our problems, Orton, but anybody that stands at the bloodline is all right with me. Sammy hears that and is like, I'm going to do this. Remember when Sammy could have been viable to a wrestling company and then he did that bullshit anything goes match and now a lot of people don't care? I mean, there are some people that do care and that's fine. But Sammy means absolutely nothing now. Xia Li is now a heel. She is going to protect herself. So, all those vignettes, all that artwork, all that money they poured into that, all the lightning effects, all that, she beat up Natty, she would make occasional appearances, and now, 4 months later, she is suddenly a heel. I like Xia. Xia's she's very good in the ring. As far as like her skill level, she still has a ways to go, but she's got poise, she throws the kicks good, she's gorgeous, she is somebody that they absolutely could feature, and if she gets more time, she could get better, but no, let's just rip all that out and make her a heel. What is this? Why do you invest so much in a goddamn character? Why should anybody invest in a goddamn character if they're just going to do this shit? I wasn't even a big fan of it, but at least, okay, go with it. No, they didn't. They pretty much gave up like 3 weeks into it. She wasn't at WrestleMania. God, just Jesus Christ. Riddle then beat Jey Uso with a roll-up. Yay! I don't like these teams feuding. I mean, the match was fine. Orton seems more motivated. Reigns is pissed because his cousin's lost. Sasha and Naomi show up. Kayla, my goodness. I was too distracted by Kayla to really understand what was going on. But I did get that Sasha and Naomi, they want to be fighting champions. Natty and Shayna show up. And then they argue like school children. I like Natty. And Shayna is really trying her best. Her absolute best with this. And then mocks Corbin's lack of hair. That's it. And then Moss says his entrance goes to break. Raquel vignette next week. Yay, we get to see Miss Back Muscles in here. As a matter of fact, I didn't even give him my coat. What? Wow. And Moss took on Angel. And by the way, somebody said at one point they've been a tag team for a long time. Los Lotharios. The Queeful Lovers. Maybe 6 months they've been a team. That's not a very long time. It does feel like 6 years because it feels like 6 years and SmackDown was good. Moss wins, by the way. Corbin then attacks and steals the trophy and gradually gets away. If he had gone any slower, he would have been going backwards and destroyed the space-time continuum somehow. Sammy goes to tell Reigns what Drew said about the bloodline and wants help. So the Usos are going to be part of the Lumberjack match. Chapter 3 of Lacey's story. Okay, yes, we fucking get it. Look, Lacey went through a whole lot of shit. I'm not even knocking that. I couldn't imagine going through a quarter of the stuff she went through. And that is a big deal. This isn't going to work. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care one bit. This was the most forced and the most ridiculous and was starting to get repetitive. And the inspirational Lacey Evans. Okay. So, Lumberjacks show up. The Viking Raiders, next on the chopping block, I have a feeling. Nakamura, RK Bro, Jinder and Shanky, New Day, the UK Newsies, the Usos, and Mansoor. Next week, Ricochet versus Shanky for the Intercontinental Championship, and I Quit Beat the Clock Challenge. Who can make their opponent tap out quicker? Charlotte or Rousey? Drew versus Zayn. I remember when SmackDown used to be good. This is a Lumberjack match. We'll see you next year at the Royal Rumble. We'll see you next week at the Royal Rumble. We'll see you this Sunday at the Royal Rumble. We'll see you at some point because these guys fought like we were on the go-home show for the Royal Rumble. My fucking goodness. Sammy runs away. We get no winner. And Pierce says you're going to face him in the steel cage next week. This was abysmal. This was a bad show. Vince McMahon should feel bad, but he's not going to feel bad because Vince McMahon's incapable of feeling. Especially not feeling his legs when he takes one of the worst stunners ever. Besides Linda. Actually, no, that was worse than Linda because Vince at least is purported to be an athlete. This show was terrible. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.